Hi guys, welcome back to True Tales and Thoughts. So today we are going to be reading some stories of people ranting on joroolumofin's page. If you want to check out his page, I'm going to link the page in the description box below. If you've not yet subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? Click the subscribe button, hold the subscribe button hostage, like the video, and without further ado, let's just get right into it. Dear Joro, good afternoon. Please keep me anonymous. I need advice. Am I overreacting? I met this 43-year-old man late last year. He said he wants to get married. We didn't see each other until May this year, and the meeting point was an eatery. Baba went to order food and came back with one portion of food, one pet coke, one moi moi, rice, and one piece of chicken, with 2 sets of cutlery, and said we are sharing the food together. I felt so embarrassed. I just told him to carry on, that I was okay. I told him about it after the date, but he didn't see anything wrong with it. I told him it was our first date, and we could have gotten just snacks and drinks if he didn't have much on him. He keeps trying to invalidate my feelings. Please, am I overreacting? Okay, so what I think about this one is, this is a first date, right? You've been talking to this person and you're meeting the person for the first time. I don't think it's okay for us to share food like that, in that way. I think that is a bit too intimate for me. I'm not trying to share a plate of food with anybody I've been meeting for the first time. That's just me. I will not be comfortable because I will just feel like we're not close and I don't know you that well to be sharing a place. That's something that's quite intimate to do. And also, the fact that this man went ahead, ordered food, brought the food to her and asked them to share, and she said, "Oh, okay, I'm not going to eat. You just carry on." And this man actually carried on. I'm assuming that he actually carried on. He actually ate. He was actually like, I'm sure he was talking to her while eating and she was just looking at him. Can you guys imagine that? I feel like that is so inconsiderate. I'm just filling in the gaps because she didn't say whether the man ate the food there or not. But can you imagine that kind of thing? He brings the food, like, "Oh, I'm not really comfortable, but just go ahead. I'll just let you carry on." And then the man is there, he's really eating and discussing with you while you watch him eat. And when you're going for a date, me personally, I would not want, if I know that I'm eating out, I would not want to eat at home so that I'm able to really eat and enjoy the food, so that I don't end up trying to force the food. I don't like eating when I'm not hungry, right? So can you just imagine the inconsideration? He didn't even try to maybe order another plate for her, or order even a drink for her, or offer up his drink for her. I did not hear her say he offered his drink for her. But I don't think he's a very considerate person. At least that's one thing I can derive from this interaction. He's not considerate at all. Let's go to the comment section and hear what other people are saying. This one said, "A 43-year-old man not ashamed to be sharing a plate and a drink. My sister, run." This one said, "He is irresponsible. How can you think that a man who can't buy you a plate of food will be able to care for a family? Dump him sharply." This one said, "Better leave that guy and move on with your life, my dear. A man that values you will come. This one won't give you money for feeding. He will be over-detective and commanding." And what drives home the point that this man is inconsiderate is the fact that she actually brought it up to him like, "Look, I was not really comfortable with what you did on our date. If you didn't have a lot of money, you should have just bought snacks and drinks and I would have been okay." And this man is trying to invalidate her feelings. Are you serious? So if for this kind of small thing, he cannot even try to see where she's coming from, he cannot even try to understand her, is it in the bigger issues that this man will be able to understand where she's coming from? You see what I'm saying? He does not have a lot of consideration. He's not able to accommodate another person. So I think this man should be he should be single. He should not try to be in a relationship so he can just buy his food and eat alone, think about things from his own perspective and just enjoy being with himself. That is what he deserves. This one said, "Such a person can't even be my friend, not to talk of someone I date. That's the reason he is single." Why does this always happen? Very inconsiderate person. This one said, 43 and single and still don't have common sense on the first date. My sister, run, no. and he didn't care how you felt when you told him. 2 red flags in one sitting. Please, if I were you, I would just carry myself and walk away. That's the reason he's still single. If you continue with him, long suffering awaits you. Yeah, long suffering and gaslighting. You'll be talking about your feelings. You'll be like, what are you talking about? What? You know the way these people can be, just like, no, like that was totally fine. What are you talking about? Are you crazy? This one said, at 43, Baba still stingy and you want marry him. Ingo measure yam give you cook. This one said, on my first date with hubby, we shared a takeaway 4 plates of bole and bottle of wine in Port Harcourt. We care too much about public opinion most times that we miss out on good opportunities. All the same, different strokes for different folks. If your heart doesn't feel at peace with this situation, please retract your steps. This woman, she's saying on her first date with her husband, meaning she finally ended up with a guy, right? And she's enjoying her marriage, I suppose. She did so and so. That's good, but that means she felt comfortable doing it. But I don't see why you should be pressured into doing stuff that you don't feel comfortable doing on the first date. There's no reason for that. I feel like a first date is a time where everybody's supposed to be comfortable and try to get acquainted with the other person, right? If she was not comfortable, she had every right to voice her discomfort. And I'm sure that her discomfort was not taken into consideration ever. This man, I feel like he could have even offered her his drink. Like, okay, since you're not going to eat, take this drink. Just to show that, just that care, just to show that, okay, let me consider this person. Let me take into consideration that she's not feeling comfortable sharing food with me. And the fact that he never even asked her opinion. Why didn't he ask her that, oh, is it okay if we share a plate? So that if he doesn't have enough money, he can know exactly what to do. Maybe he can go for something else, maybe he can go somewhere else or make other arrangements. He didn't even ask her, he just assumed that she'd be comfortable eating with a total stranger. There are some people who cannot do that. This one said, you're not overreacting. That's exactly why he's still single. The next comment said, what about being spontaneous? I bet you never shared food on a date before and you missed the opportunity of doing something new. I trust Oyibo for this kind of situation. Well, she was not comfortable doing it, so it wouldn't have been enjoyable for her. So this one said, you may be overreacting, or it's a sign that he is tight-handed. You need to observe more closely and know if it's something you can deal with before you commit to him. This one said, don't ask redundant questions. That explains why at his age he's not dating. Move on, block and delete. If I was in her shoes, even if I was supposed to continue with this guy, he's already lost points. If I had a good impression about him before I met him, now he's already moving to the negative side. So I will just be looking for the next thing to eliminate you. You know what I mean? You know that kind of thing where so maybe you were neutral about him, you met him, instead of him moving to the positive side on the first date, he's gone towards the negative side. So now you'll be trying to remove him from the negative side, and the least thing he does is like further to the negative side. If I was in her shoes, from then henceforth it would be complicated because my brother, you're on the negative side already. This one said, I think it's a test though. No man in his right senses will do that. I really hope he's not stingy, Sha. He's looking for someone that will pass the test, or he's just a miser. Good luck, oh. Please, nobody should test me like that, because I will definitely fail the test and I'll not be sorry about it. I'm also looking for someone who will not test me. Oh my God. This one said, my friend had a similar experience with a guy of a similar age. I helped her block and delete the guy's number. This one said, do you think a 43-year-old doesn't know how a date should go? He knew what he was doing. Rubbish. Dispose of him. Oh my God. This one said, it's like everybody here is just after food. But auntie, you two for stand up, go buy your food. Booga for him. I bet go sit down. Now the food part all will not they cry on. For me, it's not about the food. It's about the lack of consideration. And to be very honest, if I go out on a date, for example, and then a guy decides to pull this kind of stunt on me, truth be told, know that when I'm going on a date, I'm very hungry. Okay? I came out to eat, so I am hungry. Best believe I'm going to buy my food. And you guys already know, if you've not watched my previous video, you already know once I pay, that's it. You're my friend. You're my brother. Okay? Anything that was ever romantic about us, it's over. You're not my brother, but with this kind of inconsideration, no. You're not even my brother. You're out of my life. We'll take the second to the last comment, which says, "You are not overreacting, my dear. If you don't have money to go to an eatery, don't go a beg. How can you go and start sharing food?" I know. And that's the first date, for Christ's sake. Yo. The last comment said, "He bought one plate of food for you two to share. That's a bit embarrassing. But you two, don't you have money to go and buy your own? You just sat there and watched him eat." That's why he's 43 and single anyway. You guys, let me know what you think. If you're a girl on a date and someone does this to you, would you share or would you just go ahead and buy your own food? And if you're a guy, would you ever, on a first date, share food with your date? Like in the same plate? Let me know in the comment section below. Let's move to the next story. The next story says, "I am so confused. Please advise." Hi Joro, I'm currently in a state of confusion and I honestly don't know what to do. I'm in a relationship of 2 years now, but my boyfriend is planning on getting married in 5 to 7 years' time. He feels the need to be really comfortable in life before getting married, which I understand. I am 27 years of age and I feel that by the time he's ready, I'll be past my 30s. So recently, I was introduced to a man by my friend. This man is rich and very kind to me and tells me he wants to marry me. Mind you, he's like 20 plus years older than I am. My family feels like I should because he is ready for marriage and he's going to change my life. I am confused on what to do. Please help me, Joro. Well, I think that it's okay for a man to want to be financially stable before taking on a wife and eventually forming a family. But then again, when God created a man, he made it in such a way that the man had a helpmate. So I think marriage is going to bring you to the financial stability that you seek. In my opinion, that's what I think. I think that if you get married to the right person, you guys are equally yoked. You are going to go to that financial stability that you want. In my opinion, so far as you are jobbing or you have something doing, you have some sort of income, it's okay to go ahead and get married so that your wife comes in and helps you for you guys to go to the financial stability that you want to get to. I think that kind of arrangement is okay. I don't see anything wrong with that. I think that's totally fine. Mind you, I'm not talking about people that have nothing doing. No, that's what I'm talking about. If you have nothing doing, you don't have a job, my brother, please go and find a job. Find work. Go and work. Leave dating and marriage. Go and work. But most of the time, I just realize that when people say financially stable, you see a guy who has a good job, earning good money, who can at least sustain a wife. He'll be saying, "Oh, I want to get to financial stability." He's talking about getting to some point in his life. It's always he would always be talking about getting to some financial pinnacle that he has put in his mind, right? I genuinely believe that is quite unnecessary. In my opinion, as far as you are working and you can take care of a wife, you can start from there, and then your wife comes in as your helper and you guys go to any level that you aspire to go to. Now, this girl is in a relationship with a guy who intends to get married in 7 years. For me, if he's not willing to change his mind, that alone makes them incompatible. I don't think that relationship should continue. Let's forget the other man for a second. I don't think that relationship should continue. She's 27. I don't know how old the guy is, but he wants to get married in 5 to 7 years' time. She wants to get married now because obviously 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. You have like 8 years to, your fertile years, 8 years on average. I'm not saying after that you still can't have kids, but ideally you want to have your kids around your 20s, right? So this girl has her plan which is not compatible with this guy's plan. I think they should break up. There's no point, because if she waits for this guy and God forbid something happens, she'll be so bitter because it will be like I wasted my time with this guy. My 20s are gone. I could have been having my kids. She has to forgo too much to wait for this guy. I don't think it's worth it. And if the guy goes ahead to marry her now, he might feel like, now look, I've married a wife. I need to start taking care of a wife. This is not what I wanted, you know? So I think that alone makes them very incompatible. They need to stop that relationship right now. Okay, that being said, when it comes to this other man that she's been introduced to, the older man, to me, I think that so far as they are equally yoked, they are compatible, he loves her and she respects him, there's no problem at all. They can go ahead and get married, because obviously that man she said the man is ready to get married. So it means their plans align. So if everything else aligns and their plans align, they can go ahead and get married. That is totally fine. So I think if this girl was my sister, I would tell her that, look, that relationship you are in, your plans don't align. So you need to leave and move on with your life, right? No hurt feelings, everything is fine. But you just need to get out of there. Even if the relationship is good, you think it's good right now, but eventually you will get frustrated, you get bitter, and it might not end well. So just leave now that things are still good and move on with your life, so that you can also have what you want and the other guy can have what he wants. Maybe in 5 years' time, when he's ready to get married, he can then just look for someone who is still in childbearing age and, you know, get married to them and have children, build their family and whatever. So that's what I would say about this one. Let's go to the comment section and see what people are saying. This one says, I am not of the opinion that you should settle with a man just because of material things, because when the money no dey again, what happens? Your bobo on the other hand is not serious. There's no guarantee that after 7 years he will still marry you. Exactly. And then you can imagine the kind of bitterness that will come through. Oh my God. If you love the older guy, then go for it. Don't settle because of what you will gain. Cheers. Yeah, that's true. This one said, first of all, your boyfriend isn't your husband. He's likely to get married before the 5 years. Trust me. Secondly, there's 50% possibility that your second man is your husband. Forget your family. Do you see yourself as his wife? Can you live with him? Do you like him? Is he a good man to you? Can he treat you well? Is he kind to you? She said he's kind to her. And not just about the money. Ask yourself this. Write down the good and bad parts of him. If the good is more than the bad parts, then give him a chance. And don't forget to pray. As for your boyfriend that's waiting for 7 years, he's using that as an excuse to make you leave. Oga no dey see future with you. That is another aspect, right? Most of the time, you will see people that have been together for like 10 years. The guy is like, oh, I'm not ready for marriage. You know, I'm just chilling right now. I want to be financially stable before I get married, and so on, and so on, so. They'll be together for 10 years. Then the girl finally gets frustrated and leaves. In 6 months, the guy is married. You're like, yo, I thought you said you wanted to be financially stable. What happened between the time you left me and the time you got married to this person? Did you attain your financial stability? Sometimes it's actually an excuse that these guys use to string you along, knowing fully well that they're not interested in marriage with you. Because when they find a person that they think, oh my God, this is my wife, they'll want to lock her down as soon as possible. This one said, marry for the right reasons, dear, not because the other guy has money. Because if the money not there, will you be able to cope in that marriage? And your BF is not serious. What if you wait for the 7 years and ends up marrying somebody else? Pray about it carefully. Yes. She needs a lot of discernment from God. She needs to really pray about this thing. Because we can only advise her, but she'll have to make her decision herself and face the consequences. This one said, if you love the older man and know you'll be happy with him, even when there is no money, then go ahead. Because your boyfriend will never marry you. A man that will tell his girlfriend that he's waiting to be comfortable to marry her is just giving excuses. That's him directly telling you to move on. Oh my God. This one said, your BF told you he'll be ready in 7 years, hoping you take a walk. So if you like, wait 10 years. That dude has no plans of marrying you. For the other man, just make sure at least you like him, and you should take time to know him too. That's very true. This one said, don't marry the man for money, please. If you like him, then it's okay. But if not, you can still wait and you'll find someone that will love you truly. This one said, if there's a more tangible reason to settle with a man that's older than his wealth, then go ahead. To be honest, your BF already knows that there's a slim chance that you two won't end up together given your age. He has told you his truth. It's left to you to decide if you can wait that long given all the uncertainties. In my opinion, you should move on to someone else, but do it for the right reasons. There no swear say you know go get your own money for this life. Don't marry for money. It's easier to just borrow. If you marry for money, you'll be mortgaging your life for all the sadness that comes with marrying for the wrong reason. That's really clever. This one said, you better marry the older man, because by the time you get past your 30s, your boyfriend will feel like you are too old for him. Do not forget the younger girls will outshine you. Any lady telling you not to marry the older man is just frustrated, and she'll surely grab the opportunity if given. Don't come online later to come and say, keep me anonymous, I'm heartbroken. We will not be here. Don't stress us. Oh my God. Let's take the last comment, which says, a lot of you here don't even understand what she's saying. Shaking my head. The other man is 20 years plus older than her. He's probably 47 or 50 plus. Why is he not married yet? Ask yourself questions or you go cry. You, on the other hand, is not a hustler. That's why your husband needs time to get enough for you and your unborn children. Hustle. Show him what you can bring to the marriage. Him feel married before that 5 to 7 years sis. But I think that, right, when someone tells you something, believe them. Don't make up stories and scenarios in your head and go out there to try to make them to change their minds, because they might not change their minds. This person is now saying, oh, she should hustle, she should go out and hustle, aka she should build with the man, right? So that, God forbid, if this man now decides, after 4 years, like, I don't think I want this anymore, she's 31, then the bitterness is even crazier than what she could have felt if she just sat down there waiting. Do you get? So I don't think that she should try to do anything to prove that she's such a fantastic helper, she can do such fantastic things. No. The guy has told you that this is this and this and this is my plan. Let her believe this guy and decide what she wants to do moving forward, because this fact already disqualifies the compatibility factor in this relationship. Additionally, these are not her only two options. She can decide that, okay, maybe I don't like this older guy and the other guy is not ready, so I'll just put myself out there and look for somebody else. She's not bound to these two options, but right now these are the two options she has. If I was in her shoes, I would just go ahead and choose the person who is ready for marriage, everything being equal. Okay, so you guys, let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. What would you do if you're in her shoes? Will you stay with your boyfriend and try to impress him and make him feel like you can accelerate his path to financial stability? Or would you go ahead and be with this older guy that is ready for marriage already? Let me know what you think down below.